go. Welcome to Cherokee Now. Today we have Hope Huskey and Dorian Walkingstick joining the show. Now, you both work with the Sequoyah Fund and are going to speak today about some of the exciting work and opportunities that we have available to our enrolled members. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your program, kind of its mission and overall purpose.
Sure. So the Sequoyah Fund's been around since 2006, and we were started to try to help tribal members start businesses or help tribal members who already have businesses grow those businesses. And the way we do that is through loans.
Okay, excellent. So tell me a little bit about the specific programs that you have, maybe the business loan program.
So we offer business loans for new and existing businesses.
Okay.
Startups, they typically go up to $50,000.
Okay.
And existing, they usually go up to $150,000.
Okay. Now, what type of businesses would you fund? Is there a limit?
It's kind of a wide range. I mean, I haven't been there very long, so hope.
Now, you just started.
I just started in December.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dorian is our account manager.
Awesome.
So he is the guy you want to see if you're looking for a loan.
All right. So if I have a business proposition, I write me a business plan, I bring it to Dorian, or even if I don't, if I have an idea, I can come to you and you can kind of help me get through the steps of.
Yeah.
What are the steps to getting a business going?
That was a tough one.
So one of the partnerships that we formed is with the Enterprise Development Office.
Okay.
So we work a lot with Sabrina Arch
Good.
and Gloria Griffin in their office, and they actually help someone who's never been in business before, who's starting from scratch, with a business plan.
Okay.
So they do one-on-one counseling, or they have a class called Indianpreneurship. So that's what we really recommend as a starting point.
Okay. So really, you would start with their program and then move over to
program.
yours once you have kind of a plan in place.
Right. And along with that plan, we're going to want to see some tax returns.
Okay.
If you are a new business, we want to see your personal. And if
Okay.
you're existing, we want to see personal and those existing tax returns.
Okay.
And then we want to know what you're going to use the money for.
Absolutely.
So estimates
Obviously.
for equipment. We'll fund pretty much anything except for purchasing a property.
Okay.
So you can do renovations, you can do inventory, supplies, working capital, which is just, hey, I need money for the first 3 or 4 months to make sure I can pay my bills
I got
and
you.
keep the business going before I really start making money.
I got you. And up to about $50,000 on new businesses.
Yes.
Okay. That's exciting. How many have you done so far, Dorian, in your 6 months?
Oh, I have to really think about that one. Let's see.
Probably about 15 or 20.
I think that's a nice range,
Yeah.
15 to 20.
15 to 20,
Yeah.
just in the 6 months. That's exciting, right? To get some business
Sure.
going.
Yeah.
Is there a need that you've seen in the community to get some of the small business up and running?
Yeah. So Sequoyah Fund, we're really about dealing with a risky client. And that doesn't mean that you as a person are risky. It just means a bank considers you risky.
Gotcha.
So rolling down the road to First Citizens, they're going to say, I don't think so. And that can be because it's a startup business, which
Right.
inherently is risky.
It's risky.
Or it can be because you have a low credit score.
Okay.
Sequoyah Fund looks at a much lower range than a traditional bank would. Maybe it just means that you're starting a business that people don't know about a lot.
Right.
So
I'm wanting to start a donut shop.
I love it.
I'm not really. But somebody out there needs to start up a donut shop.
Someone does,
Please.
and I say a burrito shop.
And a burrito
Yeah.
shop. There's a number of opportunities out there we're lacking in, and I look at the surrounding communities, and there's so much opportunity here,
Yeah.
especially with some new anchor attractions coming to town and it growing a little bit. It's a lot of opportunity.
One of the things that we tell people, we won't really tell you what business you should start because
Right.
it needs to be a passion.
Right.
Because it's not a 40-hour-a-week job.
Exactly.
And so you need to be passionate about it.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time and effort.
Well, good. So that's with the business loans. Tell me about you've been doing this for a few years. A lot of folks don't know about this. The housing rehab loans. Tell me a little bit about that program.
So I think this program is typically just for enrolled members, and the terms are set for the housing rehab loans. We offer up to $15,000 if you're just doing home renovations, and it's set at 4%.
Okay.
Whereas the other side of it is if you run a business out of your home, it can go up to $25,000
Gotcha.
with the same terms.
To renovate and make it more accessible for your
Mhm.
business, give your
Sure.
business more capacity. Okay.
And those loans, we can be a little bit more creative with the repayment
Okay.
schedule. So you can choose to make monthly payments, or we can take it out of per capita.
Okay, good. Excellent. What kind of paperwork comes along with a housing rehab loan?
See, there's the application. We need your tax returns. We also need your most recent check stub.
Okay.
And what else is there?
The information on what you're going to be doing. So if you're going to be doing major construction,
Okay.
a quote from a contractor.
Just an estimate on what
Yeah.
that work would be.
Yeah.
Sounds great. What else do you offer? Business training?
Yeah, so as part of our mission, we're not just here to give you the money and say good luck. So we
Right.
want to try to provide support in other ways. Most of our training is need-based, so
Okay.
if a business client has a specific need, they just need to come to us and ask.
Okay.
But we do run a monthly schedule of business trainings the third Wednesday of every month. We call it a lunch and learn.
Okay.
So it's $10, and that just buys your lunch. You
That
pick
sounds
what
fair.
you want to eat, and we bring in trainers from across the region to talk about a variety of topics. It's taxes, managing cash flow,
Wow.
human relations.
That's exciting. I need to take some of that business training. All right, and then Authentically Cherokee Arts Program. This was exciting. I heard about this several years ago, and it's something that we need to look into a little more.
Yeah, so we really wanted to help artists and their business thought process and help them to expand their business.
Right.
So they're perfect at doing the art, but sometimes it gets a little hard figuring out where do I sell it, how
Right.
do I price it, and how do I market it. So we created this program. It's for the artists based on the needs that they told us. So we have a website. It's authenticallycherokee.com.
Okay.
Artists can list their work. It doesn't necessarily have to be a traditional art form,
Okay.
but rooted in culture.
Okay.
Is kind of what. So we have we work with soap makers and people who use technology. So being a little bit more contemporary
be a
and modern is
contemporary
fine. And the artists get 95% of their sales price. So we
Okay.
just take 5% to help keep the
To help with
website
the
up and
marketing
running.
and the website fees.
Yeah.
What does it take for somebody to become a member of the Authentically Cherokee program? Is it an application process or?
Just really come visit.
Okay.
There's a little bit of work to do on the front end. We take headshots and talk about product descriptions and bios. So if you already have all those things, it runs a little bit quicker, but if not, we'll work with you to get them.
To get those put on the site there. Awesome. Has that been fairly successful? How many artists do you have signed up?
It is. We have about 12 artists who are selling on the website, and then we have about 30 artists who participate in events that we hold around the region.
Okay.
So another component of that program is we try to hold different sort of markets and events to increase the visibility of Cherokee arts.
Excellent. Okay. And then let's talk about some credit counseling and budgeting trainings. These are available through you guys as well, correct?
Yeah, so we offer a free credit pull to every community member every year, and you actually get a copy of it. So you can
Okay.
see your score. It takes about 20 minutes, and we go down what your score means
Okay.
and what are some things you can do to improve your score based on what your credit report says.
Okay. Now, a lot of folks here don't have credit or don't have good
Yeah.
credit. Is there a way or process that you help them make that better or establish that?
There is. It takes a little bit of time.
Right.
But yeah, and we are working on a credit builder loan.
Gotcha.
The Sequoyah Fund will soon do. We do report to credit agencies for our business and our housing loans.
Okay.
So those are being reported, and our members are able to grow their credit through that. And then the banks have some programs that we can tell you about whenever you come in the office. Credit's specialized, so it's kind of different for every person.
It is.
So it really helps just to come in and talk about it.
Yeah, and you think government speed is slow. Working on the credit speed, that's
Yeah,
even slower because
pretty
it's a
slow.
monthly reporting process also, and sometimes things take a few months to post to
Sure.
make sure it's increasing. Okay, and the budgeting?
Yeah,
Is that
so
like a personal budgeting
personal
class?
budgeting.
Okay.
So our thought is if you can't manage your own personal expenses, it's going to be even harder to manage your business.
Correct.
So you don't have to be interested in business to do the budgeting classes, but this is just sort of a way to help reach goals.
Okay.
So with the budgeting, we do a lot of goal setting, and it's just looking at your personal income and your personal expenses and how you can create savings or pay off debt or
Okay.
maybe save to start a business one day.
Excellent. Well, what else do you guys offer? Is that about everything? Does that wrap it all up? You guys have 50,000 things going on over there.
Yeah, we have quite a bit going on.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get back. We've got some applications to go through. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you joining me today to share this information. And for the public out there, take advantage of these business loans, the business training. This is something that our community, we're right at the edge now of being able to develop a lot more local business, and we want a lot of our enrolled members to be on the front of that. Get out here and work with these guys, work with Sabrina Arch's crew and the business development program to make sure that we have the head start and the tools we need to make this successful and sustainable. Well, thank your program for that, and we thank you for your hard work for sure.
Thanks.
And we're happy to have you on the team, Dorian. It's exciting.
Oh, yeah,
that-
for sure. I'm
it's-
glad to be there.
It's good
Yeah.
work. Get out and find these folks, and hopefully they'll find you, and we can process some more of these business applications and get some folks in business and get this town and community where it needs to be. That'll be it for today. If you're listening at home and would like to comment on the show or ask questions regarding what we've discussed today, please comment on our EBCI Cherokee Now Facebook page at facebook.com/Cherokee Now. We'll see you again soon. Data Dog,